We got a long Randy Brown versus a Muslim Salikhov who's going to be looking to walk him down, throw some spinning attacks, all that good stuff. We love a Randy Brown, but we know there's one thing Randy Brown is very susceptible to, and that's when he keeps those hands low and he starts grooving and vibing. Spinning heel comes across the table and boom, flatlines you. We don't want that. But other than that, I think Randy Brown holds a lot of stylistic advantages. My question is the price too heavy to feel comfortable about a money line for Randy Brown? Minus 240. That's kind of heavy for this matchup right here. I know Salikhov is coming off of the loss to Nicholas Dalby, but that was a heavy wrestling approach right there. What do you think about the price?
Yeah, I do think that is real heavy for Randy Brown at minus 240 for the money line, Derek. Especially because Salikhov, he's dangerous, man. I mean, if he's able to maintain that range, throw in the blitz, and get inside the striking range of Randy Brown, like Randy Brown isn't able to control the distance with his length, man. Muslim Salikhov can do nice things, especially when Randy Brown is trying to exit and get back to that range. And like you said, throw some spin and shit over the top. You can catch him, and man, hands down, Randy Brown is always a dangerous fighter when he's getting in the groove. But, man, it leaves the chin open. It's very, very worrisome. I think this is a lot more of a winnable fight than the odds makers are giving Salikhov.
Absolutely. And let me apologize really quickly to Muslim Salikhov. I said it was probably him that pulled out. After my findings are here, actually, it was Randy Brown who withdrew from the fight. This was going to take place back on December 16th, right? So this is just a couple of weeks rebooked. So you love to see that because it puts you in a position to say, all right, I could still push out one more month for my training camp, whatever the case may be. Fresh in my mind. I was training for them. What does Muslim Salikhov bring to the table that can really make him a viable underdog right here? How does he win this fight? Aside from you catch Randy Brown, that's any MMA fight. Anybody could do that. How does he surpass the length of Randy Brown? Because that's the biggest asset right there.
That's the biggest asset, Derek. The blitz attack and the counters that Muslim Salikhov, I think that's going to be a very pivotal moment for him. If Salikhov is able to, whenever Randy Brown engages, get on the inside, throw some counter shots, or when they're playing the chess game, blitz in and get in without being hurt, man, Salikhov looks good. Yeah, he does look somewhat of a slower fighter. He's probably going to have the speed disadvantage in this fight. But when he can attack, or when he does attack and he knows the timing, man, he is slick and precise. And I really like him for that strike and the range, though. That's what worries me all right here for Randy Brown, man. He's able to control you from the distance and keep just jabs, popping, kicks going. He can stun. He can start having the hands down and do some real damage.
Are you at all concerned about this takedown average right here for Salikhov? 1.31 takedowns averaged per fight. If he can get Randy Brown to the ground, we know Randy Brown's last loss was a submission loss to Jack Della Maddalena. Does that worry you at all?
Not as much, Derek, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I do think if Salikhov wants to get this fight, or I should say needs to get this fight to the ground, he has the chops to do it. But getting to that point with the distance management that Randy Brown presents is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Just because of the length of Randy Brown, again, it's really hard, depending on the type of takedown, to take these tall, long dudes down, man. Let's look at the numbers. 6'3" versus 5'11", right? You look at the reach, 78 inches versus 70 inches. So that's the big obstacle. We could talk about it all day, but path to victory for Muslim Salikhov, man, I don't really feel comfortable in any of these paths to victory other than a knockout. I don't really know if a decision, aside from a grappling heavy approach, I don't know if a decision will work in his favor unless he's able to notably hurt Randy Brown in multiple rounds. Aside from that, Randy Brown, what's the game plan, AJ? Stick and move. I think it's super simple. Be you. Be rude boy. Hit him with the jab. Hit him with some of that good stuff. Don't get hit. Walk home with a pocket full of cash, right?
Easy enough. Well, easily said enough, Derek,
Yeah.
because I agree with you. And I think that the odds makers do at plus 125 decision. Makes a lot of sense to me, man. Stick and move. It sounds good.
I like it too. Last losses for Randy Brown, Jack Della Maddalena. Then you have to go back about 4 years to Vicente Luque. And then 6 years later, Nico Price, right? So good track record for Randy Brown. Muslim Salikhov, my one big knock on him, I love him as an athlete. I just think he's older, man. And I'm going to go with the younger fighter right here. Give me the rude boy, Randy Brown. And AJ, I do like that juice right there. Plus 125 decision prop. And just a little something extra right here. 2.5 rounds is the over and under. It's minus 160 for the over. So I think that we're definitely in a good spot right there. Shout out. We're going with Randy Brown over Muslim Salikhov.